Shall we start?
Yes.
You know, I know some of you, their English is not good. My English also not good. We are just trying to make some contacts or communication somewhere. Therefore, don't be embarrassed. Just talk. This is the point. Just talk. As your friend, he talk with me. It's okay. No problem. We have no problem. Then we talk about toxicity. If I have a plant and I want to understand this plant is toxic or not, what do you think? How I can understand this plant is toxic or not?
Color? No.
I am just asking. I give you this plant and you don't know if it's toxic or not. How you can examine that?
Where searching?
Searching where? Google?
Yes.
Good answer.
It's our best friend.
Yes. Did you hear about LD50? LD50. It's in toxicity, it's one of the basics. Lethal dose that kill 50%. LD50. When you search Google, it's okay, it's really good idea, but if you write, for example, Olander, for example, you write Olander and you write LD50, it will be so helpful for you. Let me explain to you what is LD50. So simple. I have a plant, I do extract and want to test its toxicity. I will bring groups of animals. Let's say mice, small, okay? For example, I have 6 groups. Each group have 10 mice, 10 mice, okay? Of course, we are killing animals, unfortunately. Do you know how many animals we kill yearly at the experiment site? Experiment? Much?
Too much.
How? Just say number.
Okay, 100. Okay, come. 1,000.
About 100 million animals. Okay, we put in each group 10 animals, mice, okay? I will start by giving doses. This group, for example, I give 1 gram per kilogram body weight, okay? You understand the meaning of this? 1 gram of the extract per kilogram body weight. For example, the mice weight is 20 gram. I will make calculation, simple calculation. Here, 1, 2 gram, 4 gram, 8 gram. Here, how much? 16 and 32 gram. I will give them the extra, okay? And after 24 hours, I will check the groups. Which group, half of animals will die, for example, 5 animals here. It's, for example, here, 80 gram. I will say the LD50 of this plant is 8 gram per kilogram body weight. Okay? This is LD50. The dose that kill 50% of animals. This is one of the non-human ways to to see the toxicity. You cannot say, oh, this is toxic, or the taste is not good, therefore it's not good. We can do these things. We have another test, another methods to see the toxicity, but one of the good ways. For example, this is 80 gram. Then, if I want to take this plant as a medicine, how much I should use? I have the LD50 is 8. How much I use? I must use all of this dose to be safe. Therefore, please, this or this, as less as you can. In the field of pharmacy or pharmaceutical sciences, the most important thing that the substance that show effect in less dose. For example, if I give big dose for cancer cells, for example, it will kill all the substances will kill it, but not it will kill the normal cells also. The criteria here, it must kill bad cells or cancer cells and must be safe to my normal cells. This is the point. Therefore, you cannot make decision that this plant is toxic or not without doing this test. Of course, there are a lot of tests, LD50. Therefore, when you want to use some plant, just write the scientific name of that plant and write LD50. You can find how much the LD50. And you will use this plant up on your LD50. Okay? The idea is clear. It's a simple thing. We generally do it at the laboratories. Okay, before I will start in the second lesson, are you have any suggestion, any ideas, any comments? Comments?
All scientists I think.
You know, I want to do this field so interesting to you, therefore you can maybe doing more search and more work in this field. At Kazakhstan, you will need a lot of work because, frankly, the number of scientific studies about the medicinal plant at Kazakhstan, your territory is so big, you have big country, so big country, and the scientific research is not too much. Therefore, please, you must work so hard. Anyway, I will show you some plant pictures of the Turkish plant pictures, and we will maybe talk a little bit about them, and then we will go to the next lecture. Okay, I will just show and some exciting plants. I will stop to talk about them. You know this one, that's right, Hatmi. We seen it yesterday. Hatmi is the so beautiful pink flowers. Aloe vera, you know aloe vera. Yes. I think you have at the home also. What's the main field to using aloe vera? It's used for the gel for skin problems sometimes, also for many diseases. This is the taste is not good. It's grown in the near Ыстамбұл. We talk about Artemisia last lecture. What said Artemisia? What's the meaning of Artemisia? Lady there. Artemisia is one healthy. That's mean. We have Atropa belladonna. This is toxic plant. Atropa belladonna is a Turkish güzel avrat otu. That means beautiful lady flower. This. Do you know why they use this thing? This name? Because at ancient Egypt, the ladies put in their eyes to make it bigger, and therefore they are using toxin in their eyes. Oh my God. We say güzel avrat otu.
For beauty.
For beauty, yes. This plant we are using at Turkey as a pickles. This part, pickles, turşu. This is kavun.
Yes.
But small kavun, like this. What do you say to this? It's so bad taste. So bad tasting. It's so toxic. We say acı karpuz. Acı karpuz. Okay? This is çiğdem. Çiğdem also by the name, one of the most used ladies' name, women names at Turkey.
Also ladies.
Ladies, yeah. Çiğdem. Çiğdem. It's this plant. It's the source of colchicine. Colchicine. That used for some problems. Kuzu sarımsağı. Kuzu the same, I think. Yes. Kızılcık also used. Akdiken, I think the same. That's right, akdiken, same as other. Ak, that mean white. Diken, that mean spines. You can see some peoples that use saffron. Saffron, as I told you yesterday, it's used for giving pigments to the foods, especially the rice. Okay. Do you know this? Did you see this plant? Or this one? It's have some narcotic effects, these flowers. And also can be toxic. Delphinium, we talk about delphinium. This plant, look. We say eşek hıyarı. Eşek, you mean, at Turkish mean donkey. Donkey is cucumber at Turkey. Like this. Look, like this. It's written by discouragers that used for sinusitis. Okay? And they discovered it's so strong to treat sinusitis. It's really good. Look, the old Turkish homes and houses and the plant. For example, gentian, this plant also used for anti-inflammatory diseases, but it was imported too much to Europe and it's finished now, extinct. Because people at Turkey collect the plant too much. Therefore, you must be careful about this point. You must not collect the plant too much. It can be finished. Some other plants that we can talk about. Hyoscyamus, we say banotu. It's so toxic. I think you have at Kazakhstan same, because one of my colleagues, Kazakh colleagues, say that we have this plant here. Juniperus, we use it too much also. You know this? Mamortica carantia. Kudret mara. This is like cucumber, but it have inside it red seeds. It's so good to treating many diseases, especially diabetes, but so better. Acı, better. The taste, so bad. But you must be careful, it's so toxic also. This is lavandula. Yesterday we saw it.
Lavanda.
Yes, lavandula. It's used generally for perfumes too, in the perfumes field, or production of perfumes. Yes, Matrikari chamomile, we talk about this. Yes, papatya. We say it papatya in Turkish. Can you see this plant? Yes. It's like human being. We say it adam otu. Adam otu. Yes. Yes. This is Nerium olander. This is so toxic, and I worked in my postdoc about this plant. One of the Turkish scientists, he go to the TVs and say this is treat the cancer completely, like your extract treat diabetes completely. And after we do many experiments, we discovered it's not good for cancer. Therefore, it's so important to do scientific research. Of course, the traditional information is so important, but scientific research is also important. By the way, it exists in Izmir, in the Mediterranean region and Aegean Sea, and the flower is so beautiful, but so toxic, kills many kuzu koyun each year. You know this papaver? Gelincik. Gelincik we say, because it look like bright, so beautiful. Gelincik we say. It's the same, yes, Gelincik. Yes. And this is hashash. You hear about morphine and a lot of drugs that transported from Afghanistan to other countries. They are just doing like this. Sometimes, look, sometimes plant using the active compounds, we say it's secondary metabolite. Plants have secondary metabolites. Plants, the medicinal plants, have some materials. It's unique to these plants. This called secondary metabolites. Secondary metabolites generally produced under some circumstances. For example, hot, infection, wound. The plant produced these materials because it have hurt the tissue, the wound of tissues, the plant. This secondary metabolite produced by plants to protect the plant, not to give us medicine. These materials, at the beginning, the scientists thought that it's nonsense, not useful for anything, these materials. But after some time, we understand that plants use to, how I can say, to defend themselves, to treat their diseases. Therefore, and then we are using it as a medicine. These secondary metabolites. You know, we have a department we are studying in phytochemistry. We are studying secondary metabolites, and it's a big field of chemistry. And what else? You see this pinus, chum. We say chum. Higanum harmala. I think üzerlik. Your grandmothers using it. It's seeds to have a good smell. And for nazar, they are using it, and old cultures using it. Yes, grandmothers use it generally. Yes, harmala. Look, this is laurisis. It's like kiraz, like cherry. It exists at near the Black Sea at Turkey. It's tasty, the fruits. We also use, look, we use this, the seeds of this for diabetes. For example, when I was searching some old books at Turkey about the diabetes, I find by the chance that the seeds of this, we saw it taflan or Laz kirazı at Turkey, the seeds used for diabetes. I get the seeds and used for diabetes. It was the perfect result. So good for diabetes. We must do, I give you bad example and good example. The plants can be good, not bad, but after you do scientific research. What have else?
Our grandmothers used juniper.
Yes, we are also use juniper too.
Antibacterial.
Rheum repis, we use this as a food in the spring. We say ışkın. Yes, at Turkey. This is rosmarinus. Rosmarinus. This is biberiye. When we are making barbecue meat using too much this. This is gül, normal gül. Yes.
Роза.
Yes. This is, look, the old style to get yağ or oil. Look, this is distillation. Our grandfathers at Turkey, they used such systems to get, you know, it's so simple. They get the flowers, the gül, and this is boiler. Okay, put it here and put water and boiling. After it's go up, the stem is come here and condensation here, and they collect the oil here. Yes, from the gül.
Purpose this.
We are need the oil to for food, for treatment, for ointments. The oil used in different fields. Use the oil for soaps, sabun.
Yeah.
Yes, I am searching for interesting things. Tilia, we said ihlamur. Ihlamur we used for cough and this cold things at winter. This is chai. The Turkish chai is so famous in Black Sea region also. Chai, tea, chai.
In Turkish chai too?
Of course.
Chai.
This is Turkish chai. But I like Sri Lanka chai, it's better. Anyway, we will go to our lecture. You are tired or not? You are strong. Kazakh people generally strong people. That's right? Of course. Okay. Look, we talk about traditional system. I will give you some example of plants used by this traditional system. We talk about India traditional system, which called Ayurveda. There are some plants that used by Ayurveda, like Ayurveda, by the way, it means the information of life. There are the balance of life. Look, they are using as a director, we say neem and cinnamon, camphora and cinnamon, tarchan. They are using these plants for this. I mean, each system of medicine, they have different plants that grow in their area. For example, India, they have different plants, and China, they have different plants. For example, they have plants like this. Look, Artemisia annua, for example. We talk about quinine, which was the first radical treatment to malaria. But nowadays, malaria is treated by this plant, Artemisia annua. A Chinese lady, she get Nobel Prize by isolating artemisinin from Artemisia annua. It's this plant. It's Chinese. And by the way, when this lady, she was trying to get artemisinin from Artemisia annua, it was so difficult, and she used old method. Therefore, the old method that used by people traditionally to get this material is so important. When you are collecting some plants, you must ask the people there how they use